Okay, we are looking at Earleys in the back-end administration area of crazy domains. And there's a reason we've done this. Neville has allowed me to sign in as him, and I've just asked the chat at Crazy Domains this question. Yeah. Can I set up email addresses at earleys.com.au, like admin@? And lovely lady has replied, and she says, upon checking, does not have an email hosting product, so you cannot have that email address for it. However, if you'd like to have it, then make sure to purchase an email hosting product like personal email. Can I just set up a Google G Suite account and then change the DNS settings to point to it? So that's what we want to find out. Now, the reason is that this is a nice, simple, generic email address that's shorter than the one we have for Neville. And if I go to our user profile at Earleys, you'll see that his email address is actually very, very long, and it's at a different domain. This type of thing is very, very common with small businesses that start with one domain, someone suggests another one, someone does this, and before you know it, it becomes a bit of a mess. Our goal is to have short, generic email addresses that are easy to manage. The reason I'm doing this is because this is the only user set up at Earleys' website. What that means is that this is the email address which receives the form submissions from our contact page. Remember how we, in a preview, if you're watching the series, you'll see that in a previous video we submitted a very simple message, and this is the feedback we got. An email was actually sent, and it was sent to Neville's email address. It was sent to this email address. My goal here is to find out if we can actually have an email address at the domain. Now, because Crazy Domains now have special WordPress hosting, which is just for WordPress, it doesn't come, it's not a Linux or Windows hosting account. And those hosting accounts, you can create as many email addresses as you want. So here, what we're asking is, can we create it? No, we can't. But we can set up a Google G Suite account and then change the DNS. And there's the information we received there. So that's going to be the next journey we take, is creating a G Suite account and then setting the user up so that inquiries from the contact form go to a nice, simple G Suite email address. So I thought I'd just give you that information. Just quickly, here's another reason why. I've gone to the Ninja Forms page and I've had a look to see how we can integrate Ninja Forms with MailChimp. So when we talk about integrating, what we're saying is that, you know, someone fills in a form at the contact page, then an email is sent. But what we really want is we want that email address to also go into MailChimp, our MailChimp account, so that we can then market to people who've inquired with us about our services. The problem here is that, and it's not really a problem, but it's something to think about, is that you will have to spend some money to get the integration between Ninja Forms and MailChimp. Whereas, and you'll see this as we go through MailChimp, you can just put a form on your website using MailChimp. Again, if you know what you're doing, you know what's involved, and you know the cost, you can save this money and just create a form in MailChimp and embed it on your actual contact page. So the next stage in our development of the digital marketing for Earleys Electrical is to tighten up the whole communications process. How do people communicate email addresses, form submissions, and integrate it with MailChimp for email marketing.